he's in tune with what happened. He usually gives me very good feedback for what he saw, which is a great sign for a young player. You say, hey, did you see it? Did he rotate late? Yeah, he rotated late. Then you look on the picture and you see that he did. So, we always try to tell the young guys, don't make something up if you're not sure, just, I'm not sure, but he usually has a really good grasp of what happened on the series that he just was out there for. And we have good dialogue about it. And, he has good answers to any questions that I have, but he has a great attitude about going out there and trying to do everything right, which I love.
Josh McDaniels, the Patriots offensive coordinator, on the development of Mac Jones, now the overwhelming favorite to be the offensive rookie of the year since Jamar Chase's production has tailed off as he has been double-teamed on a regular basis. Jones getting better and better. So, a little buy or sell, Shireen. Let's start with the Patriots. Are you buying or selling that the Patriots will finish the regular season as the top seed in the AFC? Right now, technically, it's the Ravens. They've played one fewer game than the Patriots. Do you think the Patriots will overcome Baltimore and be the 1 seed?
Well, I think I know which way you're going, and I think I'm going the opposite way. I'm going to sell this. I don't think they will be the top seed. In fact, I don't even think they're going to win the division. They play in their next 3 games at Buffalo, at Indy, and home against Buffalo again. I think they lose at least 2 of those, and there's a possibility they could lose all 3 of those. So I'm going to say no to that. I obviously think they get in the playoffs. I think they could get on a run. I very well think that they could go to the Super Bowl with this team. We know rookie quarterbacks never won the Super Bowl, but wouldn't we love to see the Bucs and Patriots go at it in the Super Bowl? That would be my dream Super Bowl if I had one as just a bystander watching the game, wanting to see this matchup. That's the matchup I want to see.
That was my pick last year. The Patriots didn't get to the playoffs. The Buccaneers ended up winning the Super Bowl. But I think that right now the Patriots will be the number 1 seed. And just the fact that there's still this sense of doubt after they've won 6 in a row and the average margin of victory is 25 points in those 6 games, there's still that sense out there of people not buying in on the Patriots. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that just sets the table even more clearly in my mind that the Patriots, or even though they act like they don't listen, I think they do listen, and they do kind of feel like they're not being taken seriously. We'll find out on Monday night when they go to Buffalo and play the Bills, because the Bills have been very streaky this year, and if the wrong Bills team shows up, they get a little extra rest because they played Thanksgiving night. They get that mini bye plus a day. We'll see. If they're not ready for this one, it could get ugly because the Patriots have a way of getting a lead, holding a lead, building a lead, and putting you away, and we've seen that over and over again over the past 6 weeks. All right, next one. Tua Tagovailoa has shown he can be the Dolphins franchise quarterback. Do you buy? Do you sell?
This is a tough one, Mike. I'm going to buy, and I still think they end up with Deshaun Watson next year as their starting quarterback, but he just had his 16th start of his career, so he's basically played a full season. I know we're at 17 games now, but we judge guys by 16 games based on they've had 16 games forever until this year. 9-7 in those 16 games, 90.1 passer rating. That's ahead of Josh Allen, ahead of Andrew Luck, and in their rookie seasons, they obviously played more as rookies. 67% completion percentage. That's behind only Dak, who played his entire rookie season and set the rookie record. His yards, 3,348, and his yards per attempt, 6.6, are not that good. He still needs to work on getting the ball down the field, throws of over 20 yards. He hasn't been good on those, but I just think he's getting better, and I just have a feeling that he could be a franchise quarterback. I'm not completely sold. I wish there was some in between buy and sell, but if I have to pick one, I'm going to go buy right now.
I think that he has improved significantly in recent weeks, due in large part to the fact that the door has slammed on the Deshaun Watson talk. I believe that affected him. I believe it was an issue. I believe he felt undermined. He felt the team didn't believe in him. He felt he didn't get a fair chance. And once the window closed on a potential Deshaun Watson trade, maybe he internalized his feelings and decided, you know what, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove to them that they don't need Deshaun Watson. I still am concerned about the propensity for injury. He is not a big guy. He's not tall, and he's not thick. Yeah. The difference between him and Russell Wilson, Tua is very slight. Tua has a normal build to him. Normal build is not going to allow you to sustain yourself at the quarterback position in the NFL. Now, it's easier than ever before because of the rules that limit the amount of contact that can be applied to a quarterback. But even then, you have to have that natural layer of armor through the thickness of your body, and he just doesn't have it. He doesn't have it like a Russell Wilson does, and that's something he needs to work on if he wants to be a true franchise quarterback. I'm not going to say he can't be, but it's something he needs to work on. All right, next one. The Washington football team will hold on to a wild card spot and return to the playoffs. Buy or sell?
Well, I'm not totally convinced that the Cowboys are going to win that division. I think Washington's got a chance to win that division since they play the Cowboys twice down the stretch, but I'm going to buy that. I do think this is a playoff team. Taylor Heineke has been terrific. I mean, he's beaten Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, Cam Newton, and Russell Wilson. Those 4 quarterbacks, 30 Pro Bowls, 5 MVPs, and 8 Super Bowl rings. They've won 3 in a row. They're playing awfully well, Mike. Are we convinced that Taylor Heineke is not the answer at quarterback for Washington?
Well, and one thing about Taylor Heineke is he played in that playoff game last year with a recklessness and a frenetic feel, and he was trying to go for it. He was going all in to get his contract. And my concern was it wasn't sustainable for him to play that way. And it came up last night during the broadcast. You know, he dove for the touchdown against the Buccaneers in the postseason, and that was all about setting himself up and proving he could do it. But he's been more restrained. He's a little more careful. We don't see him get banged up the way that we thought that he would. So that is a positive. And I'm glad you mentioned the division race, because when you consider Washington, I don't know if we have the graphic here that shows who's in, who's technically in, who's in the hunt. Of all the teams that are jockeying for wild card positions, and here it is. Look at the in the hunt teams, and you can even throw the 49ers in there as well. Those teams don't have a path to winning the division as a practical matter. Washington does, because Washington still plays the Cowboys twice. They're 2 games behind with 6 to go, and they play the Cowboys twice. Sweep the Cowboys, you potentially win the division, because then you'd have the head-to-head tiebreaker. So Washington's got 2 ways in. They got a path to the 4 seed again, and they got a path to the 7 or maybe the 6 seed. So they're in a better position, and their final 5 games, once they play the Raiders, rematch of Super Bowl 18, I believe it was, once they play the Raiders, they've got 5 games left, and they're all division games. 2 against the Cowboys, 2 against the Eagles, 1 against the Giants. Washington is in shockingly good shape, Shireen, to get in. And if I'm the Cowboys, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous about not just not winning the division, but ending up in that 3rd column in the hunt. You're seed 9 or lower when it's all said and done.
Yeah, you don't want that. You want that home playoff game. Make somebody come to AT&T Stadium to play you. It's obvious to me that they're not going to get that number 1 seed. Thank you, Amari Cooper, for missing the games that you've missed. They're not going to get that 1 seed, but they certainly hope to get the 2 or 3 seed, or at worst the 4 seed, so they can at least get 1 home playoff game, if not 2 home playoff games, if they can get up to 2.
I'm saying they may get no home playoff games or road playoff games.
Not.
I'm saying there's a chance they're going to miss it altogether if they don't turn it around here pretty quickly.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.